Hi, it's Julie Renee, and welcome to Putting Yourself First. Today, we're going to talk about the whole process of getting it all together and how you're going to be able to accomplish putting yourself first. So, we start with a wonderful mindset situation, which is four components: decide, commit, take action, and succeed. And you might have heard that before. I've certainly used it in my wealth program. But in every endeavor, when you're putting yourself first, you need to make that decision that you are number one. And then whatever it is that you're working on, if it's your health, your wealth, your business, whatever that is, you want to put yourself first. So commit to this process, and so you've decided, and now you're committing. You're committing with your whole heart, and you're bringing your passion into the decision. And then from commit, take action, and that's your outer world action. So whether you're going to get a massage to help yourself get through something, or you're going to actually take some steps that are going to forward you. A lot of times we as spiritual beings are putting everybody else first. But in this case, you want to have your action plan and you want to be able to implement, whether it's in the outer world or the inner world, and then succeed and really have that mindset that you are succeeding. You are a success. And then the second part of this is focus and follow through. Now, a lot of times people have some difficulty with really maintaining focus. And when you've got to like drop some of those extra programs, you might have ideas or things that you're working on that are competing one with another. So what I'd like you to do is be thinking about what's competing with what. Am I wanting to take a world tour and I'm also wanting to do homeschooling with my kids? Those are going to compete with each other. I had a lady yesterday on the Skype from Europe, and she said that she wanted to do 8 things as her business. And I showed her that, yes, you could be good at all these things, but you'll not be known for any of them. And that was so loud and clear for me when I worked with one of my business mentors. And I had paid all this money and I was all excited to work with him. And went in for my first coaching day, my VIP day. Paid $18,000 to see him. And what I brought in was a whole big suitcase full of stuff that was from CDs and DVDs and manuscripts and all kinds of loose stuff rubber banded together. And he looked at the stuff and said, "Get this together. I can't work with you this way. You've got to like reel it in." And I did. He was like, "Wow, he's not going to work with me," and I've spent all this money. So I pulled it together, and I put some of the projects on the side. And what's super fun is years later, just recently, I was able to take out the Illumination program and the Sound of Truth program, which were programs I'd put aside to do for later. I worked on my wealth program, and then I worked on my beauty program, and I finished the Sound of Truth and Illumination. So it's not like you're throwing them away, those projects. You're just putting them into the proper place where you're going to be able to do them when it's not competing with something else. Alrighty, so focus and follow through. The next one is discipline your imagination. And this is funny because somebody said, "Oh, don't use that word discipline." Yes, we have to. How many of you have an imagination that's running wild half the time? Really, whatever you're focusing on consistently, whatever you're focusing on consistently is what you're creating in your world. So that's why the law of attraction works so well. Whatever we keep focusing on, we're bringing to us. So if you're not disciplining your imagination, if you're letting it run wild and go, "Oh, this negative thing might happen," or, "Oh, I'm daydreaming about something that isn't on track or on course with what I want to create," you're building a lot of thought forms that are bringing in something that you don't actually really want. So discipline your imagination, and then use gratitude as the fortifier. And we know that. We know that in the law of attraction, the more that you are grateful for what you already have, the more you bring in. So that is one of the secret weapons to bringing in lots of abundance and joy and success. And certainly if you're focusing on, "I love myself, I trust myself and I'm expressing myself. So these concepts that you are putting yourself first, so you love yourself first before you give it away to everybody else. You trust yourself before you can actually trust other people. So understand that it all starts with you. So putting yourself first and foremost and using the gratitude fortifier will really bring you a delicious life. Then we go to habitual excellence. And the concept of habitual excellence makes a lot of sense. You want to be excellent in every area of your life, but especially in loving yourself. Practice really giving yourself the highest quality of loving, of providing for yourself that you possibly can. Nurturing with the best foods, drinking the best water. If you're in an area where there's air pollution, you want to have some nice air filters running in your house. So put yourself first and practice habitual excellence in everything you do. You're going to notice too that your house and your office are going to be really clean and impeccable when you practice habitual excellence. And finally, I want you to think about yourself as powerful beyond measure. Now, if you haven't given yourself that gift yet, or if you're afraid of your own power, let me tell you that the way that you strengthen yourself in the world and your voice is to really claim, I am powerful beyond measure. I am powerful beyond measure. And then be grateful for it and watch how things start changing. Power comes from the core, comes from the center of the body, comes from your third chakra and from your power center. So I am powerful beyond measure. Well, I am so happy to have shared this little bit of time with you. Be sure to download your Putting Yourself First and Foremost cheat sheet, and I'll see you on the next video. God bless.